Hey, it's Carl, and I'm back with another trail cam review. And today I'm reviewing an XTU trail camera. Now I've never had an XTU camera before. I have no experience with them whatsoever, so I was pretty excited to check out a new camera and to see what they're all about. Anyways, this is the XTU. I'm gonna have to read this because it's a bunch of letters, but XTU SV-TCQSW. Whatever any of that stands for, I have no idea. But that's the model I was given opportunity to check out, and I kind of like this camera. This is a super small camera. Compared to all my other trail cameras, this is a very compact little camera, which I find easier to find appropriate trees to set it up on and to hide it where the animals don't see it as much. So that was a real bonus I wasn't expecting. I didn't know what the camera was gonna be like when I got it. But yeah, this little camera shoots 2.7K video, which I don't know. I never used 2.7K. I don't know what I would do with that high a resolution. For YouTube and most online applications, like 1080p is perfect, and that's all I really need. But it is capable of the 2.7, and it shoots 32 megapixel photos, which are really good. Of course, this camera is equipped to shoot daytime and nighttime, and it is equipped with the no glow LEDs, so at night you don't get a big bright glow from the camera. It doesn't spook the animals that way, and it performs really well daytime and nighttime. And of course, bright sunny conditions, it works better than others. Low light performance was really good, as you'll see in the videos, and nighttime, yeah, it's pretty good. You'll see that in the videos and photos as well. This camera actually even came with an SD card in the bottom there, which I wasn't expecting that. I've never got a camera with a card in it before, which is great. But this is a dual powered camera, so again, anymore I will never buy a camera without a solar panel. This is a must for me now. So this camera again has the solar panel on top, but it also has the battery backups there that you can use to, if for whatever reason the solar power uses up all its internal battery, or it doesn't get a lot of sun or something like that, you do have the backup batteries. But as with all my trail cameras, all my solar trail cameras, I don't think any of them have actually gone to the backup batteries yet. The solar panel seems to be enough, as long as you're smart enough to set it somewhere where at least gets a couple hours of sun a day. Of course, I'm in the woods in here all the time. There's no way to get full sun all the time, but I usually kind of position it so it gets a little bit of sunshine during the day, and it seems to be all it requires to keep them from going to the backup. So yeah, just the solar panel alone has been enough to keep them going in all the applications I'm using it for. I've never seen them have to switch over to the backup batteries yet. So yeah, media transfer for this camera, you can pull the card obviously and put in your laptop and check it out that way. You can put in a USB-C cord, which I believe came with it. You can put that right in and attach it to your laptop that way. Or you can attach it to the app. This has a Wi-Fi setting that connects to an app on your phone, which works really well actually. And I think the Wi-Fi is conductive out to like 49 feet or something like that. So you're not gonna be able to sit at home on the couch and use the Wi-Fi. But when you're in the woods, you don't have to be that close to your camera to check it all out. You can look at your media, you can change all the settings in the app. It's a pretty handy thing to have actually. This camera is waterproof, so again, this has been out here for a couple months in the rain and storms and all kinds of nasty weather, and it's been fine. No condensation inside at all. I've checked it all out. There's no condensation. Lenses are still nice and clear. Like, there's been no problem that way. But like I always say with any of these trail cam reviews, the real proof is in the photos and videos and the media that this camera collects. I don't doctor these videos or anything. I basically pull them off the camera and upload them to YouTube, and that what you see is what you get basically. And I find a lot of these cameras make all kinds of promises. There's so many K video and blah blah, and a lot of them it's enhanced digitally after the fact. So the camera doesn't actually shoot 4K, but it can enhance it, add pixels to the existing pixels to make it 4K. So a lot of these cameras, they promise the world, but they don't always perform like they say they are. So that's where I like to show the actual video, the actual photos that I've taken with the camera without doctoring them at all. I like to show you those, and that's what we'll do now. Let's have a look at some of the media I've collected with this camera, and then you can be the judge if this camera's for you or not. So we'll just start with some bright and sunny conditions. So here we are, again, filtered light because you're in the forest, but again, pretty bright conditions, and you can see these two fawns in the water hole there that's dried out, but really good color on the fawns. The greens are really nice. The colors are really good in this videos, and yeah, really happy with the daytime performance of this. And then you can here's some rainy conditions, so you can see it's not fogged up, the camera's not full of water. It's dimmer light, but you can still see it really well, and the cameras, the colors are still good in these gray conditions. These fawns just chilling in front of the camera, that's awesome. So now we're getting into fall, so a little lower light, but again, good color. You can see all the leaves, different colors. Filtered light again, good color, good definition, nice and bright. Again, really happy with the daytime performance with this camera. It's really quite good, and the detail is pretty good.
There's little Buck posing for the camera nicely, but yeah, you can see the good detail. You can see the hairs on his tail and on his and the velvet in the antlers. Like really good high def video. Like, really happy with this performance. Again, filtered light, nice and bright, good images. Here we're in the, again, more modeled light, like through the canopy, and so you can see how the deer moves through the different light patterns. It still shows up nicely. Now we're into some evening low light conditions, not quite dark yet, but again, these low light conditions where the infrared's on, but it's not really that dark, so it almost looks like black and white TV. Really good images for this, like it is fairly clear. And then we'll get into the night vision here. And again, you can see this deer walking in. The detail, of course, is not as good. It does struggle a bit at night, but again, you can tell what you're looking at. You know it's deer, and the image is fairly bright, and the detail's not too bad for night imaging. It's not too bad. So again, if it struggles at all, this is where it would struggle, is at night like this. There's a spider web going through. And now into some photos, and again, this will just give you an example of the different photos in different lighting conditions. We'll go through some sunny conditions, some low light conditions, night conditions, just overall give you a good picture of what this camera is capable of.
So as you can see, this is a great little package. This camera performs. I have no issues with recommending this camera. There's a lot of high dollar trail cameras that don't perform as well as this one does. So I'm really happy with this camera so far. So I will leave a link in the description where you can get this camera. You can buy it off their website, or you can get it on Amazon, whatever you choose to do. But yeah, super impressed with this little camera. I hope you enjoyed this quick little review, and I hope I'll see you in the next one.